Om Shanti. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. The incorporeal and the corporeal are with you. If an elevated instrument soul is physically with you and you have anything verified by him or her, you will be able to do so because your intellect has faith. You will do it while keeping the virtues of both fearlessness and faith in front of you. When you constantly have faith and fearlessness with you, there will be constant victory in your elevated thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, and the incorporeal and the corporeal are with you or in front of you. Have them verified with faith and fearlessness, and time will then not be wasted. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today's day 24. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Today's topic: the incorporeal and the corporeal are with you. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. I think most of you must have read a book about dadis, right? I don't know what's the name. And every dadi's story is there. But I had fortune to listen to everyone's story. Dadi Janki, Manor Dadi, Didi Mohini, they all came to Delhi. They had no place to stay. So they went to the bank of River Jamna in Delhi. And they will sit there so that some people come and they can give them knowledge. But then they had no place to live. So there was a kind of temple, and so night time they will sleep there. So there was a wrestler. So he saw these sisters alone. So he decided to be the watchman for them. No, they didn't tell him, but he said in the mind, so that nobody can harm them. But I feel how fearless they must be. And they were young, 35, 32. That was their age. But just imagine that the stage of fearlessness. I don't know if I could go and sit by the bank of Yamuna without any ceiling on my head or without knowing what I'm going to eat tomorrow. So some people will bring a kilo of wheat flour, someone bring few potatoes, and they will cook right there until somebody came and said, I want to give my place. And so when I think of every Dadi, you have heard the Prakashmani Dadi, Baba said, Baba want flyers to be printed. No money, no train ticket. Right? Anyway, she got up to the Ahmedabad and started walking on the streets. So one man said, what you looking for? So it's like said, I am looking for a printing press. So anyway, she said, go here, here. So the printing man, what do you want? She said, I want 1,000 flyers. My Baba has asked me. So thus he was curious which Baba, but ultimately she got printed 5,000 and had no money, no transport, where how to take all that. But anyway, it got printed, it reached Madhuban. I don't know if Baba was testing their fear or their faith, but they really did it. Whatever Baba said, they will just go and do it. And internally they knew Baba has said it. No, it must happen. So their faith, their fearless was amazing, really, if you hear their stories. So Baba is saying that the incorporeal and the corporeal are with me. So Baba says, if an elevated instrument soul, not only instrument, but elevated instrument soul is physically with you, and you have verified, Baba says, verified with him or her, then what happens? Baba says that you will be able to do so because your intellect has faith that you have verified. You will do this while keeping the virtues of both, two virtues, cleanliness and faith, in front of you. Clean heart and faith. So it's like, sometimes you have to write combination of virtues. When you are clean, then, so two virtues, balance and combination, cleanliness and faith. So Baba says, so keep these two virtues, fearlessness and faith, in front of you. So Baba says, when you constantly have faith, not sometimes, constantly have faith and fearlessness, faith and fearlessness with you, there will be constant victory in your elevated thoughts. Constant victory in your elevated thoughts. Baba says, whatever thoughts you have, whatever thoughts you have, and whatever incorporeal and the corporeal are with you or in front of you. So Baba says, have them verified with faith and fearlessness. So faith, cleanliness, faith, fearlessness. And time will not then be also wasted. So, these are the things are not taught in any university. Go to the highest university. They won't teach you on. It's Baba, ocean of knowledge, supreme teacher. One quality combined with other quality. I remember whenever I got chance to speak about this to any scholarly people, they also are amazed. So it's only God, no, ocean of knowledge. Keep teaching us, keep teaching us. And those who are good enough in churning, in writing, in sharing with others. It, Rajubai says it takes him, he has to get them ready 3 months before so that it can be sent in time, people get in time, you get email, everything. A lot process has to happen. But he must have uh, always reading Murli, getting the points. And I know him when he came from a village, but oh, Baba taught him, and then his own interest. Whatever Baba said, yes, Baba, yes, Baba. So same, each one of us, be knowledgeful, and then be useful to yajna for seva. If you have churn knowledge, experienced knowledge, it's just different than listening to knowledge, right? So each one of us have to become master ocean of knowledge. Oh,
Om Shanti, good evening, good morning. My name
hello,
is Eric.
brother.
I'm in New York. I hope you remember New York. It is,
Yeah, I haven't forgotten, but I don't remember.
I think that's what
But
Baba said,
when
we're
I
not
saw
junkies.
you, I did recognize you. That is brother Eric.
That's good. Well, I'm pleased of that. Going to talk about the Aviak signal because I don't know, I've read it 10 or 15 times because I'm not quite sure exactly what it has said. But I listened to the Hindi also, and you made something quite revelatory for me to understand that the incorporeal and corporeal are Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. That's how I'm understanding what this signal is saying. And when we are with them, then it's easy to be, fearless and have faith. But if I'm understanding right, to be with them, because Brahma Baba's not around, that we have to be angelic or we have to be in our incorporeal stage. And I'm thinking that, well, if we are with them in that angelic and incorporeal stage, we will definitely be fearless and have faith. Does that make some understanding of what this signal is communicating to us?
But in between, Baba did say elevated soul. And it's true because, I have gone with you for visa and many places you take sisters with you. And we know that if Brother Eric is here, he will protect us. And his advice will be a good advice. So it's not only Sakar Baba, but Baba says any elevated soul, you will ask for opinion and you will get that opinion. And internally, you will know that I have verified my thought with someone who is elevated. So actually, it's not about only Brahma Baba, but Baba mentioned it's any elevated soul. So, I can
I
share
see it
that experience with you.
I see it the opposite way. If you're there, then it's going to work out. So,
Yeah, that's true. Anyone who takes me, in New York, the main city of New York is Manhattan. Very difficult to get parking. But when somebody is taking me, they knew there will be parking. And it's true. As soon as we reach the destination, there's one car spot there. So it is both ways, yeah.
is it a waste of our energy to say a little prayer and do a little invocation for a parking space? Or should we just have faith that it's going to work out?
You go with that trust, no?
Yeah.
because the faith also is a good power, no? So you don't have to pray separately. Have faith. Keep faith. And if you have faith, and there will be parking lot, and you will get your spot
Yeah.
where you will be. And it does happen, no? You must have noticed many places we say, I don't know where I'm going to park, where is parking lot. And when you reach there, it's right there, right? So
Yeah.
I think that faith works.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of faith being generated in Shantivan because I know that I
No
got rides.
parking.
There's no parking there sometimes, but I was with Elevated Souls and they were driving and they always found parking somewhere. But Manhattan
That's
reminds
true.
me a lot of Shantivan.
Shantivan is hard to get parking in Shantivan than in Manhattan, you know.
Right. So you
That's
have to do
true.
something. In Manhattan, just kind of off to a tangent, they have set up tolls. So if you pass by those tolls, you get charged a fee, like $6 or something like that. Just a free idea for Shantivan. Maybe maybe we can charge people to park there. But want to go back to an elevated instrument. How would we identify or know or understand what that really means? Who's an elevated instrument? Is that something that we know, or is it someone who has just more time or more knowledge, or how would that be identifiable?
Faith and fearless, you know. And also Baba says faith and cleanliness. If there is honest heart, clean heart, then Master will help you because he is pleased with you. So I think that combination of faith and fearlessness. Okay, if it happens, then what? Instead of saying, I don't know, if it happens, what's going to happen? Whatever is going to happen, it will be okay. I will be able to face it. I will be able to get it done. You know, that deep faith brings a lot of conviction. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when there is a faith, then commitment you have made, you are so certain about fulfilling that. You know, faith brings a lot of different powers in us. So instead of praying or asking for Baba, use the power of faith. Use that fearlessness of faith, you know. And that definitely helps us to accomplish, you know, really internally, each one of us can see so much has been done or is happening because of faith. At least I see that miracle very regularly. You know, like people come, they need little help in that situation. And I just say, okay, first your good feelings, good thoughts, and then even approach which comes very clearly. So I think that elevated soul will always have victory and fearlessness with faith in their mind. So we know that this is elevated soul.
And if they have that faith and fearlessness, how do they communicate that or share that or allow the others to take benefit from that?
I think that, you know, they see it happening and they see that how there is a thought and everything works. So I think that we come to know each other and then our trust, our faith in that person also keep increasing, you know. So, and
Good.
also if somebody comes with that trust and faith, we should try to see how we can help that soul, right?
Okay.
But if somebody comes with that trust and hope and you're avoiding, you don't want to help, and you know you are helpless, you know, I will say at least try. You know, Baba doesn't like the word try, but make an attempt to do something to help the soul. And then it's all drama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we hear the Murleys and we study a lot and such, but that transition for some from what we know into applying that and becoming that and having the, I guess, the faith in the knowledge in our own lives. We're seeing lots of people or hearing about them who are very fearful and concerned these days. And so, how best to help them is a question that comes up. And can we have that sense that I'm remembering Baba and I have the faith that things are going to be fine? And so, anything I say to someone is going to help them in their situation?
I think that every Baba's child should always remember, first thing is whatever happens, but I must have Baba's remembrance. So my all attention is that faith means I am in Baba's remembrance, right? And then when you are in Baba's remembrance and you think of what is best to do, whether to be here, not be here, because a lot of questions are arising in people's minds, especially they're not seeing any near possibility of ending the war. On one side, they feel it might stop any day, but other side, they don't see that is happening. So I know that there will be a lot of questions in mind. But for me, a lot of people say, what will you do? Will it happen? I said, I have to be in remembrance of Baba. And then I will be guided properly, But if I'm all the time thinking what will happen, then from where will you understand the direction or the courage which you need, power to face or power to tolerate? So I keep aim, I have to be in remembrance. And from there, you get proper directions and guidance and cooperation, help. Right people will appear, right people will help you. Everything start working well when there is love for Baba, remembrance of Baba, or some call it connection with Baba.
You mentioned earlier one of the qualities that was necessary, and that was stability. And that when we are stable, I'm picturing that we're able to receive Baba's touching, Baba's feelings, Baba's love, Baba's directions. And then if we get caught up in looking around or not showing that, and not sure of what we're doing, we don't hear, we don't receive, and so we're not as much help. So that practice of being in those stages with him, those company, the Aviact and the Incorporeal, that's necessary for us actually to be good servers at this time.
I think that Baba had been saying a lot about self-stage, That's don't look at the circumstances and situations as puppet show. Sometimes he says, okay, nothing new, but just be governed by your own stability is very important. Okay, whatever happened, then what? I always say, anywhere, anytime, soul has to leave body. But what is most important? Your stage and remembrance of Baba. No, Baba says, as is the end, so will be the beginning. So my future status depends on my last moments of the life. And if Baba, and Baba's plan has still part for me. So your body works, you will get plane, everything will work because your part is still on. But if your part is over, and still we are looking for something. So I think remembrance, using the full stop of drama is beneficial. I like when day before yesterday Baba said, use the point of full stop of benevolence, benefit. I like that very much. Just think in the mind, there is some benefit in that. Some benefit in that. And I have seen that so much that I always say, let's see what's the benefit.
Have you always found the benefit quickly, or are there some situations where the benefit hasn't appeared immediately?
I think it is both ways. Sometimes it's instant and sometimes it's like long time. But internally, I know sooner or later it will happen.
Yeah. I'm reminded of a story where certain things happen so other things don't happen. There was someone walking down the street, probably in Manhattan, and the sidewalk wasn't flat, and so it was a little broken, and they stubbed their toe, and it hurt, and they stopped. And in 3 seconds, a piano fell out of the window in front of them, and so the toe stubbing issue saved their life. And so sometimes I think of that in the drama, that certain things happen so that other things don't happen. And we never know possibly what could have happened, but it's something that's comforting. Whatever's going on, there's benefits whether I see it or understand it completely.
But also we should remember that Baba says that from gallows it becomes the prick of thorn.
Yeah.
And if we also have that faith that it would have been gallows, but now it is just like prick of thorn. So that internal faith also helps. So faith is in so many things, and anything happen, you say, "Oh, my foot broke." A lot of people here, I don't know why they fall a lot. Every day I hear this one's foot is broken, that one's arm is broken, whatever reason. But it
Dangerous
could have
place.
been worse. Like a sensible person. They
Yeah.
saw a big accident, but passengers are safe. Is more important than the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy another car, but lives are important. So then we thank Baba, right, for the life.
Yeah.
So I think that you have to see the benefit. There is benefit, but sometimes we don't see it, and we question what's the benefit.
I was cleaning up the backyard. It's springtime now. It's kind of nice. There was some sunny days, and I did get pricked by a thorn. So I will change how I feel about that. That now I've been saved from something horrible, and so that makes me feel a little better,
Hmm.
even though my finger hurts.
Hmm.
So, well, this has been
Brother,
wonderful. Yeah,
brother Eric likes. He takes care of our big garden and all that, and he calls it his health club. He says, if I go to a club, why not I do gardening and clean the Baba's yard, and. So I like that attitude. Yeah, a good quality.
it's very nice. Spring is here. It's coming. It'll wait a little for you. Looking
Yeah,
forward for you to come back.
yeah. Within few weeks. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good luck with your parking. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti, thank you. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Now